Hey y'all, this is Tyler Blake with TylerBlakeArt.com again, and this is Let's Draw Presidential Candidates as Zombies, issue number 5. This is kind of part 5A and part 5B, and I'm experimenting a little bit here because I'm doing 2 candidates in this video, since right now I'm doing one candidate. I'm doing updates on this every other week to save time on my video editing and all that, because I found that I was spending enough time with trying to keep up with updates that it was keeping me from actually doing the artwork, because I'm a technophobe and I'm pretty new at a lot of this stuff. So our first candidate here is John Delaney, who was the Democratic representative in Maryland from I think he was 2013 to 2019 or so. He's famous for being the least famous of all candidates. He was the first one to announce, and he just went nowhere. I think he was the most memed and joked about candidate after the first debate. And I kind of got the feeling that the powers that be really didn't want him in the race, so they just kind of didn't, make it comfortable or accessible for him at all. So, as usual, I'm using my Artesia Real brush pens to do this, and I don't know how much documentation y'all like to see on these. I do some of the work on these at home. I do some of the work on these at my regular day job on my breaks, and I'm not filming over there, so there's blank spots where a lot of work is already done sometimes on these, so that's why my regular job, I'm cleaning the emergency room and ICU at a local hospital, and with everything going on right now, that can get pretty hectic. So I just kind of do this where I can. Actually, so I had never heard of John Delaney before, but this is one of my favorite ones so far, because this is the first time that I had the idea, what if I mess with the nose? And I don't really know why I never thought of that before, but it just didn't occur to me. So this one's just about done. I sped these up super fast because we're doing 2 candidates in one day. There's John Delaney doing his Mr. Potato Head impersonation. There's the sketch, the ink, and the finished illustration. And that brings us to Cory Booker, who used to be, and I had a lot of work done on this one before I got to filming, because I was mostly working on it at work at the same time. He used to be the mayor of Newark, New Jersey, and then a senator. So let's see. Ooh, excuse me. You can see what I've got my little reference photo there off to the left, and you can see how angry he looks in whatever speech he's giving. And I just look for the photograph that I think would make the funniest zombie portrait when I'm doing these, and I thought, oh, okay, I can work with that. And it's kind of unfortunate that it'll show up at the end of the video when I put up his reference photo, but because my drawing is covering up what he's doing with his left arm, which would be on the right. But he's holding up his hand, and it looks like he's making a little hand puppet, like, what do you think about that, Mr. Hand? Or and I really thought hard about including that, and maybe even putting like a little sock puppet, on the hand in the illustration. But I had decided that for this year's, I was only going to do like bust portraits, head and shoulders and upper chest. In the past, I think last time I did it, I found reference photos with both Trump and Clinton where they were, they had like one hand in the picture, because both of the reference photos lended themselves well to that, but not every reference photo that I found lends itself to that this time, and I wanted them to be cohesive, so I made the hard choice to edit out his little handy friend. So, I don't know. Maybe it was a mistake, but that's what I had to do. So this one is just about done here, and Cory Booker is famous for making the same joke about having broken up with sleep-to-date coffee, so there's my coffee cup. He's been doing that for 10 years now. So there's him with his hand puppet, the sketch, the ink, and the finished illustration. So my name is Tyler Blake, I approve this message, and thanks for watching. We'll see y'all next time.